Hey guys, my name is Mario. I own and operate a roadside assistance company here in Nashville, Tennessee. So it's going to be a short, clear, and simple video for those who are looking into getting into this business. Julio's published a lot of videos of business owners like myself, but those guys have been in the business for 6 to 8 months, maybe a year. There's some that have been in this business for years, and they're just now utilizing Julio's services to really turn up the heat on those calls. This video is for the guy who's looking into getting into the business, or you're in your first month, right? Really towards the guy who's in his middle of his business plan right now. So you're at the stage where you're trying to figure out what your pricing model looks like. You're trying to figure out what it's going to cost for startup costs with tooling and equipment and whatever it may be. So I know for myself, when I was working on that business plan, and I've got my tooling costs and I'm trying to figure out those numbers and what I need to charge for my services and what my services are worth to the community. I made it to the marketing portion of my business plan, and I knew the simple answer is guerrilla marketing. That's really simple. If you're good with people, if you can throw on a nice polo shirt, good logo, get out there, get into Enterprise rental car, get into Hertz rental car, U-Haul. I have a plumbing company with over 100 trucks. Those employees don't care. They beat on those trucks. They drive over pieces of metal in the street. They run over nails all the time at new construction sites. And that company calls me and says, hey Mario, we need a tire plug like right now. And I'm there, and that's awesome. So that portion of the marketing is simple. It's human. You just go talk to people, have a really nice business card, put a name to a face, and develop those relationships. Now, I'll tell you, that's only responsible for maybe 5 to 10% of my gross revenue is from those guerrilla marketing strategies. The vast majority, 95% of the income that my business generates is through Julio's roadside marketing services. So this guy's a subject matter expert, right? I've spoken with marketing teams in Atlanta. I've spoken with marketing teams in Orlando. And these guys, they really focus on tow trucks. They really focus on, other industries where they're just not 100% keen on what we do as owner-operators for roadside assistance. And Julio's team that's what they do. That's all they do. So I guess here's what it should look like for a startup if you're about to get going. So for me, I reached out to Julio. He was in my marketing plan. On top of that guerrilla marketing, there was Julio's roadside marketing services. So I have a really nice website. It's beautiful in my opinion, but it doesn't function. All it does is look good. That's what's attached to my business cards when I'm doing that guerrilla marketing. And that's a really good strategy, and it works. And then there's Julio's website. Awesome website, and all it does is funnel. It takes everyone's problem who's on the side of the road right now with a flat tire or a dead battery. It takes all of those inquiries from Google, Yelp, Yahoo, Apple Maps, Google Maps. When someone's searching roadside assistance, or I need a battery repair or battery replacement, right? It's taking all of those inquiries online, boom, 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 and funneling it right down to your phone number and your website that he provides for you. It's all recorded. It's got forwarding features, so you can go back and if you missed a detail and you don't remember what year that guy's car was or what color that car was, you can just go listen to that call right after you get on the phone with him. No big deal. Really awesome tools to help you be successful. When I went into this, I had a third-party company conduct market research for me. They gave me the green light, the green check mark, and said, hey Mario, this is economically viable. You have a lot of competition in Nashville with roadside services, but there's plenty of work to go around, and that's what the research showed, and that's what is shown to be true. So with that knowledge, I went ahead and moved forward and conducted a market consultation with Julio, and I said, hey man, this is what I'm looking for. I already have a website. This is what I've got. I've got work phone numbers already set up. And he took control of the situation, said, Mario, just trust me. I know what I'm doing. And he was very respectful about it. And I said, all right, Julio, it's in your hands. So what we did was he set me up a new website that runs parallel with my original really nice website for that guerrilla marketing, very important. And then his funnel website for revenue generation, the one that matters. So he developed all this for me. His team got right on it. They were done in about 6 hours. So it was ready to launch in 6 hours. And I had to call Julio and said, hey, we're not ready yet. I'm still waiting on tooling. I'm still waiting on, lockout kits to come in the mail. And, I have a lot of work to do to make sure that I'm good to go before we launch. As you all know, who's getting into this startup, there's a lot that goes into this. Insurance. You got to make sure that you're within compliance with your state and federal law, whether it's OSHA and DOT compliant, reflective gear or whatever, right? So you got to make sure that you're good to go. There's a lot of work that comes into this. And I'm really good with all that stuff personally. What I'm not good at is online marketing, and that's where Julio's team comes in. I told him, hey, we need to hold off 5-6 days, and we did that. I gave him a start date and a time. He began running those ads, and that first day I'm getting calls like clockwork. They're just coming in, and I start getting out there and earning money. One of the really awesome things about Julio's marketing team is if you just reach out to him, you're like, hey, like personal experience. I said, hey, I'm getting a lot of these tire replacements, and those are awesome, and they're huge revenue generators, but I would like to maintain that, but I really would like to increase the amount of lockout services that I receive, because to me, a lockout's kind of a challenge, and I like a good challenge. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. Just turn them up. Boom. I'm starting getting more calls about lockouts. They're asking me to, come and get their keys out of their trunk and all this craziness. And it's awesome. So in addition to stuff like that, when you need a break, because everyone needs some time off, I want to take a couple days off. Julio's got these awesome forms. You just fill out the form, boom, send it in, and within 5 minutes, it's done. Your ads are off. Your company disappears off the internet. No one's calling you anymore unless it's from that guerrilla marketing. So you can basically turn off your revenue stream whenever you'd like, and you can provide yourself with that time off to spend with your family or prior obligations, whatever you have going on. And that's really an awesome place to do it with Julio's Roadside Marketing. He really provides those tailored services to you. You're not just a number in a massive scheme. You're in, he really provides that positive service, and it's, like I said, it's impactful. 85% of my gross revenue comes from leads generated by Julio's Roadside Marketing services. So if you're in that startup phase, it might look like it's a lot to do, because it is, and it might look like it's really tough. And at times it may be, but just keep your head up and keep pushing, and utilizing his services is going to make you successful. As like everyone else on here says, as long as you pick up the phone when it rings and you provide a reasonable service for what people need, you're good to go. You're going to generate the revenue, you're going to make the money, and you're going to be successful. It's all on yourself. When you have Julio's marketing services there by your side, as a team, to really help generate those leads. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend to anyone that's looking into it. Feel free to reach out to Julio, and he'll get you squared away.